Well, moving on, children from all over the country will come together at the 5th Children's Parliament this afternoon. The event is being organized by child rights group Bachpan Bachao Andolan. Today, children will relate their experiences while facing everyday challenges of battling against child labor, child marriage and even exploitation. 120 elected child leaders from 65 villages of India will open the 5th Children's Parliament. Well, joining us for more on that is Dr. Kailash Satyarthi. Thanks very much for joining us. So you're the founder of the Bachpan Bachao Andolan, which is in fact organizing this event. Can you tell us a little bit about how this event started and what this Children's Parliament is all about?
Actually, we normally talk of child rights, child participation, child leadership, child-centric development, and a lot of rights for children are enshrined in our constitution and laws. But unfortunately, they are not in practice. So we wanted to create a society to begin with, create villages which are child-friendly villages, or Bal Mitra Gram. Child-friendly villages are those villages where all children are withdrawn from child labor with the help of community and participation of community.
Right.
All children are enrolled in schools. All children of the village, including girls especially, form a children's parliament or Bal Panchayat. And then the official panchayat of the village recognizes the children's panchayat. Okay. So the children leaders are taking part in the discussion with the adults panchayat, and adults panchayat people go and attend the meetings of the children's panchayat, okay, so that the children's issues could be resolved on the spot. Okay. So that is a unique experiment in India.
But how practical is it? So how does it really work on the ground?
It's very hard actually to convince the villagers to get their children out of child labor, right, and then to enroll in schools. Children belong to different communities and caste, and especially in case of girls in Bihar, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, etc., it's not so easy. And when they go for elections, that is the whole issue of inculcation of democracy and participation and development right from the beginning. Okay. So it's hard to convince the people and also the officials and panchayat people.
So has it been very successful?
It has been quite successful in a number of villages, at least in 100 villages where we have been successful in raising the issue of children. Like in those 100 villages, there was no separate toilet for girls in the schools which have been built. And the libraries were built, playgrounds were given to the children, syllabus books, good midday meals, and many of the problems with the children have been facing.
So is there some sort of an equivalent like this somewhere in the world which you may have modeled this after? Or?
In Africa and some of the Latin American countries, the people started working on it. But in Nepal, we started this work about a year ago, and we are also working in about 100 villages in Nepal as well.
All right, so one last question. What do you hope to achieve with this experiment?
We wanted to create a child-friendly society, a child-centric development model, a child-centric polity and child-centric economy. We cannot think of a sustainable development model until unless we think of the future. And to begin with children, it's a thinking for future and creating a society and development which is ascertaining the future of our country and the world.
All right, so thanks very much for coming on Breakfast News.
Tuba.com